what the heck is a business coach anyways? Well, there are several types of business coach. The first type that you typically want to know or hear about are the ones who help you with like business, financial, strategies, maybe marketing, cash flow, and it goes on and it goes on. But the type of business that we run in terms of coaching is very different. What we do is a lot more on what happens in between your ears, which has to do with your mind space. We don't say mindset, we say mind space, primarily because mindset has it been set where you're constricted within this area, which is mind space is your entire space right over here. What usually happens is that a lot of people, when they come and talk about a business coach, first of all, they don't understand the concept of it. All right, that's fine. Typically what they say is like, let's just say you are a business coach and the question that you have is, if you're so good at what you do, how come you're not a multimillionaire? How come you're not a billionaire? And what we do is not to get you there. That's not what we do. What we do is help you believe that you can get there. Imagine if you're a person who doesn't believe that you can be a millionaire or multimillionaire or billionaire, your chance of succeeding is practically zero. Now, imagine if you do have that belief. You know what? I believe I can be a millionaire. I believe I can be a multimillionaire. I believe I can be a billionaire. With that belief, doesn't necessarily mean that you can become one, but your chances are astronomically better, right? They're so much better. So here's the thing, is that the business coach you want to work with are the ones who's able to help you with your mind space that help you get to that belief. From then on, once you have that belief, what are the tools and the resources that you need? What business coaching is from our perspective, what we do. All right, we don't do with strategies. We don't do with, for example, taxes. We don't do with finances. We don't deal with that stuff. We really deal with how do we biohack your brain so that you believe it. Because if it's easy, right? I can just easily tell somebody, say, just believe that you can. Willpower, just believe that you can. It doesn't work that way. If it worked that way, then people wouldn't need what we do. They wouldn't need what we do, which is a biohack, right? They can just watch YouTube videos like you're watching. It's definitely a good step, but it's at least the awareness. So you could watch YouTube videos or videos in general, really. You can watch YouTube videos, you can read books, you can do meditation. It's a great step forward, right? So this is where it's different from us, from any other business coaches out there. My partner, Andrea Ivanka, has been in the game for over 10 years, and she has learned NLP. She's actually trained at a very high level. She has learned hypnosis. She has learned a lot of things out there. Here's the problem with everything that she learned. One of them is that they label them as life coach. What we decide to do, we actually want to enhance the leadership component of it. And typically, every entrepreneur has to be a leader at one point in time. You will eventually have to lead a team. So that's why we decide to work with entrepreneurs. Now, the second part is when we work with entrepreneurs, a lot of the coaches out there, they tend to separate life and business altogether. So you hear a lot about work-life balance. We don't believe in the work-life balance. It's how do you integrate both. And finally, the last part is I did talk about NLP, I did talk about hypnosis, maybe other types of stuff out there. And what I mean by that is it's not that it doesn't work. It just takes a lot longer to work. And also entrepreneurs, we were challenged to be able to create something that would work really, really, really fast, like ridiculously fast, where we couldn't afford to wait, right? A lot of entrepreneurs on the go, a lot of the people we work with are busy entrepreneurs. They're running multiple businesses. In order to deal with that time, they have to be able to put some time aside, at least, to grow themselves in order to grow their business. But we were able to condense that. And that's where the birth of Rapid Core Transformation came. Rapid Core Transformation is a biohack that we use for entrepreneurs. Remember that story about how you can help somebody believe that they can get there, right? Once you have that belief, now there's going to be new obstacles in the way, new resources in the way, right? So just like anything, it's going to be a habit. Once you get into that habit, now it's on autopilot. Now, like I said, if you didn't have the belief, you couldn't believe that you could be successful, you couldn't believe that you can generate or what's called manage multiple businesses at once and still be successful, then obviously your chances of succeeding are very, very slim. Now, the cool thing is that every single layer of level that you grow, every single layer of breakthrough requires a new breakthrough, pretty much. Like every single barrier requires a new breakthrough. So for example, like, okay, I believe that I can be a millionaire. That's the first part. So once you hit the million, now like the next part is like, okay, I want to believe that I'll be able to be a multi-millionaire. But these are the fears, like, I'm running over 6 businesses, and how do I keep it so that 6 businesses plus I were able to add some more stuff. Plus I were able to like maybe expand to a different country. That's actually one of the goals that one of our clients have is, okay, I've been able to solidify and grow this at a national level level, but now want to take it on a global level. So with that new fear, a person may not believe or may not believe, we don't know that. But if we can help them believe, at least at an unconscious level, that way they can have a much better chance of succeeding. The challenge I have for you is, what is it that you would love to believe you didn't have maybe, or that you think that it's in the way of your success? As an entrepreneur, it's really good to be aware. So right now, let's help you with the awareness. Share in a comment, what do you think is the biggest awareness that you got from the belief part that I just shared with you?